And we are live. Hello, my friends. My name is Teacher Evelyn Joy, and welcome back to my channel. This morning, I had the pleasant surprise of seeing a notification on my Vipkid cell phone app saying, oh, you have 2 tasks to do, reading, whatever that is. And the second one is sign your contract. Now, this was exciting to me for a couple of reasons. First of all, that they wanted me to sign the contract because, I've had a couple of teacher no-shows and stuff, and I've heard of some teachers saying on Facebook that, they had some teacher no-shows, and then when they went to sign their contract, there was no contract to be signed. Like, this has happened to multiple teachers. Anyway, so I'm so thankful that they want me to renew my contract. So I signed it quickly. The second thing is I double checked my base pay because one person, not multiple people, one person on Facebook said that they went to sign their contract, but their contract was not including the 50-cent raise that they had in the past. Like, they normally would get a base pay of $8.50 and their new contract said $8. So I scrolled down all the way to the bottom and found it. And it says $8.50, which is my base pay. I was hired at $8 base pay. I earned 1 raise back when that was a thing. It's no longer a thing. And I have a base pay of $8.50. So the fact that they continue wanting to pay me that, I'm thankful for that as well. So I had to count. Okay, I'll show you real tea. I had to figure out, wait, what contract number is this? Because I erroneously was thinking that I would be reaching in December 3 years with the company, but that's not true. I'm going to reach 4 years with the company because my son Joshua is going to be turning 4, and I started when he was a little bitty baby. So I wrote it all out. I started in December 2017. And now it's June 2021. So what's that mean? I've been with the company 3.5 years. Exciting stuff. Well, 3.5 years in about a month, right? In a month, it will be 3.5 years. So it's kind of nostalgic. I kind of wanted to talk about my journey with Vipkid and how it has changed my life for the better. Before I worked hello, Stephanie. She says, I just got my 7th contract. I was shocked because I went under review when I canceled classes when I had COVID. So I wasn't sure if I would be offered a new contract. Exactly. That's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. Like, I recently went from just working Friday and Saturday nights to working mornings, but I forgot the first morning that I did that, I overslept and missed 2 classes recently. So I'm like, I don't even know how many misses I've had. Like, I knew I didn't go over, but I'm far from a perfect teacher, right? So yeah, I'm so glad. Congratulations on your 7th contract. Yeah. So this was my 8th contract, which means 3.5 years. So I just wanted to talk about how it kind of changed my life. When I was pregnant with Joshie and before I was pregnant with Joshie, I worked part-time at a daycare, which I originally thought that it was my dream. I thought that it was my dream to work at a Christian school. Like, I would work in the daycare so that my kids could come for free or for a discounted price. And at that Christian school daycare, if you work full-time, then your kids can go to the Christian school for free. But it was miserable working there part-time because some of the coworkers were mean gossips and they had favorites, and I was not a favorite. So I was a favorite to gossip about or whatever. And also, we didn't get to pick which age we worked with. So they didn't let parents be in the same room as their kids. So I had 2 little girls at the time. One was a 1-year-old, so she was in the toddler room. The other one was a 3-year-old, so she was in the 3-year-old room. So they put me with the babies. So here I am with like 10 crying babies, 2 gossiping coworkers that hate my guts, and I don't get to be with my kids. And my kids are crying for me, and I want to be with them, and they want to be with me. And it was very little pay. It was minimum wage part-time. So it was just like, this is not even worth the effort. You know what I mean? And then sometimes my kids were sick and I had to call in sick for work. I had to call in for work and be like, my kids are sick. I'm not allowed to bring them, one. And then that fueled people not liking me, right? Then I was also pregnant at the time, so I was in a lot of pain and stuff. So that supposed dream job was not my dream job at all. So I didn't know what I was talking about when I said that was my dream job. But I thought that homeschooling would not be a thing for me, and the public schools here are no good. So I thought we have to do Christian school, and the only way I could afford it is if I worked full-time at this terrible daycare. But now, working online has changed my life because I'm able to hello, welcome. I'm able to teach my kids from home. I'm able to earn an income from home. I'm able to stay home with my kids, and I'm not my kids' only teacher. So Vipkid helped me enter this world of online teaching, and eventually it led to working for OutSchool, right? Okay. So I'm really enjoying OutSchool, especially. I know this video is about Vipkid, but it's really nice because I can sign my kids up. Well, it's because of Vipkid. I made friends with fellow teachers through Vipkid. We all sort of became OutSchool teachers around the same time, the same year, right? And then I signed my kids up for my friends' classes. So I know their teachers. I trust their teachers. These are people who are like retired elementary school teachers, you know, and former homeschool moms and stuff. So they know what they're doing, right? And so I'm able to be home with my kids. I don't have to be their only teacher. They're able to take classes online, but it's not all day, because I was faced with the options of either public school, which means I don't get to see my kids, or Christian school, I'm paying big bucks not to see my kids, or homeschool, where I'm the only parent, I'm the only teacher. So I really like, and then online schooling for public school is like all day long on the computer, many hours on the computer, too much screen time in my opinion. So I really like OutSchool because I'm able to sign my kids up for classes, and they can have a craft class, and they can have math class, a reading class, a writing class, you know, they can do their schooling, and then I can take them to the zoo or the children's museum, or we can do gardening outside, or we can read books. We do a lot of reading books, and it's so much fun. Teacher Stephanie says, yes, I love working online. It has been amazing. Yes. And Stephanie, I love that you've been watching my videos lately. I've been seeing your comments and I'm like, oh, I love Stephanie. So yeah. So back to Vipkid. So Vipkid changed my life because I no longer had to work a 9-to-5, work a job where I had to leave my kids behind or bring my kids with me and leave them in a different room with somebody else. I was like, why am I raising other people's kids and somebody else is raising my kids? Like, this is so, I want to be with my kids, you know what I mean? But they wouldn't let me be in the same room as my kids. And they were like, it was an attitude of, you work for us, we will tell you where you will be. It wasn't an attitude of like, oh, you want to be in this room? Okay, we'll work around that. It was like, no, the full-time people, the people who've worked here longer, who are full-time, they get to pick where they want to be. And we put you wherever we say you go, where we want to put you, you know? And it was unfortunate, but that's how a lot of jobs are. And I'm just so blessed. Okay, let me tell you about my work day. For example, today, we'll use today for an example. So today, I had one class with Vipkid at 7 a.m. So I woke up, taught a class. Now I'm going to take a shower and garden, or garden and take a shower, we'll see, before my kids wake up. And then my kids will get up, and Esther has one class at 9:30 a.m. Which class is it? It is a counting money class, which is one that I requested of my friend Hillary. My friend Hillary, she graduated. she retired from being a first grade teacher. She taught like first and second grade and stuff. And she knows all this stuff. So I said, my daughter needs to work on counting money. So the awesome thing is, when I was teaching my daughter how to count money, here's what I did. I put coins in Easter eggs and we hid them around for an Easter egg hunt. And then we counted money as we put it in the piggy banks. But I was getting frustrated with her because she was getting all of the coins like confused with each other and stuff. But with Miss Hillary, she has one class. The first class is about pennies. So they just focus on one coin instead of focusing on all the coins at once. First class is about pennies. Teach them a little poem. Watch a video. Practice counting pennies. Then the next week, they review pennies and then add nickels. She's so smart, man. She knows a poem about nickels and then videos, and so smart. And then, so now, because they've done that over time, she also talks about the presidents that are on the coins. And I have not taught my kids about presidents yet, so that's super cool. Get a little bit of history along with that. I'm like, you probably know more about the presidents than I do. What did Jefferson do again? What number president was he? I don't know. I'm learning myself. So it's pretty cool. So anyway, Hillary, shout out to you. Thank you so much for making your classes affordable so that my kids can take your classes. It's awesome. She also teaches my kids some reading, and she's going to do a writing class, and she taught a telling time class to my kids. And then Cindy's been teaching Esther math. So now I've been getting my kids like some workbooks, and so that they can write. Esther especially can practice writing and telling time. So Esther, this last year, she's like unofficially doing like kindergarten and first grade together. So this next year, it's going to be kind of like first and second grade together, you know? So Deborah, she's going to be starting like kindergarten starting in August. So with Deborah, she's starting to read. Her writing isn't quite there yet. But I saw, anyway, it'll get there, you know. She's starting to learn how to write and learn how to hold the pencil correctly and stuff. She's just not quite there yet, and that's okay, you know. So, and Joshy, you know, I need to double down and work on potty training more with him. You know, he'll sit on the toilet for some time, but he gets tired of it. Anyway, he's not super motivated with potty training, which, yeah, I should probably incentivize him more, like get some marshmallows or something as prizes, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, he loves reading books, and I got him lots of books about going potty, and we read them. So he's a smarty pants intellectually, just doesn't want to go potty. Anyway, good times. All right. Then with Caleb, he's 1.5, and he walks and runs all over, and he is a little bit behind on talking, but just recently he's starting to say some words, so that's exciting. Especially mama. He's been saying mama a lot lately. That just warms my heart. He says it a lot now, which for the longest time he almost never said it. Very cool, very cool. Anyway, also yesterday was my 8th wedding anniversary with my husband. So that's super exciting. Some people say the first year of marriage is the best year. Some people say the first year of marriage is the worst year. I think for us, it's closer to the worst. We didn't have a bad first year of marriage, but it's gotten better over time, which I'm thankful for, you know. But yeah, the first year wasn't that pleasant, but we're having awesome times now. I feel like, it's funny when you marry someone, at least for me, you marry someone thinking you know them, but then, you know, 8 years of marriage, you know them a lot better, right? So it's interesting, but yeah. I'm thankful that we have different hobbies from each other. I'm thankful that we have different hobbies, and I'm thankful that we appreciate each other's hobbies. My husband likes working on the car, fixing up the car, putting new things on the car. I appreciate that my husband knows how to do that, and I appreciate that he doesn't expect me to learn any of that. I garden. I appreciate that my husband lets me have that space to garden and stuff. And he likes my hobby. He's like, hey, that's cool. I like that you're doing that. And I appreciate that he lets me do whatever I want with our yard, right? He's like, hey, it's not just my home, it's our home. So it's cool. I also say to my husband often, I say, you know, I'm so thankful that you're not like addicted to like drinking or drugs or anything like that. I'm so thankful that you're not like abusive or something, or a cheater, you know. I'm like, I really like, I couldn't stay with a man like that, you know, and I really don't want to be a single mom, but you know, I wouldn't want an abuser in our home. So I just say to my husband, like, I'm so thankful that you're a good daddy and a good husband and a hard worker, and you know, you love us and we love you back, you know. So I feel so blessed for that, because so many people don't have that in their lives, whether it's father or whatever. Both my husband and I did not grow up with a dad in the home, and both of our dads were kind of absent. My dad paid child support, his dad didn't. So mine financially supported from a distance. His did not. So I'm not saying my dad was a deadbeat, but he wasn't present physically or emotionally. But he's still, you know, he's around. It's you can't pick your parents or your siblings, and you get married and you don't fully know who you're marrying either. It's kind of like, we'll find out, you know. But I'm really, really thankful for my husband and my kids. I'm not saying any of us are perfect. I'm not the perfect mom. Sometimes I yell. My kids sometimes throw tantrums. You know, I'm not saying my husband's perfect, but I'm just saying I am super thankful and super happy with the family that God's blessed me with. You know, so yeah, I'm going to read what you're saying. Teacher Stephanie says, I have an out-school class to teach. I am glad I caught part of your live. I'll finish watching it later. Have a wonderful day. Thank you so much. So yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about. But teaching for VIP Kid and out-school has really, really changed my life. And I'm really thankful for you, Dino. I'm really thankful for you, friend. Thanks for hiring me and giving me some good years of work. And thanks for letting me sign another contract. You're welcome. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching this video. If you are not subscribed to this channel, go ahead and subscribe. Feel free to click the like button. And thank you so much for watching my video. Yeah, so it's exciting. 3.5 years with VIP Kid, 8 years married, 4 beautiful children. And how did I get this blessed? I have no idea. I don't even know. But I'm thankful. And, you know, learning to garden is a fun adventure. Need to figure out how to kill some slugs at the moment that are getting into my stuff, but that's okay. All right. Thanks for watching. Bye.